Now look at this stranger. I'm back. I'm okay. I'll tell you all about it. Let's get in the episode first, shall we? Hi, I'm Lex, that dude, and I've had a pretty unique few years. The past 4 years, I have gotten married, realized I was transgender, moved from California to North Carolina, from North Carolina to New York, got my titties chopped off in New York, then moved back to North Carolina. I've given myself over 100 shots of testosterone. I think that's just kind of the beginning. The cool part is, I have documented my whole journey. I have hundreds of hours of footage and thousands of pictures just ready to show. You guys get to see my past, chill with me in the present. I guess we'll battle my future together. Welcome all. This is Evolution of Lex.
What you doing, Slater? What you doing, buddy?
Or Gabe.
So it just goes right there to that half mark right there, right? That'd be half a cc. Okay.
Air bubbles?
Uh-huh. You okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure? If I could do it the first time, I don't think I'll have a problem doing it any other time. First time's always
Did
the
it
hardest.
hurt?
No.
Even a little?
It felt like this.
How were your hands shaking? Really bad.
But I was nervous. I've never done it before. But I said you have to just give yourself 2 seconds of courage. You don't even need that much. Just give yourself that much. And so Kate said cough, and I coughed, and I did it.
Whoa. Okay, and then Of course, you need a Band-Aid, just in case you do a little bleeding. There's been plenty of bleeding in this time, right, Boo?
Hate that part.
The needle.
Almost 2 inches.
I think it's an inch and a half. Obviously, last essential I need to see. All right, so this is what it looks like. I've had different vials set up. So in New York, and for a while, I had these little guys, as you saw at the beginning, and now I have this guy for now. I think I like this a little bit better because it's a 3-month supply. This was kind of annoying. This was 2 weeks, and I take this once a week. So this was there was just so many of them where this is just one box. It's a lot easier. You can go away. So I take half a cc so you can see it's just this little guy. Beep. Could you imagine taking like that much? Oh! Can you imagine? That would be terrifying. All I do is I pull it so that way there's a little gap. And then push. And then pull. It's kind of a color. Sometimes I kind of try to look at the color, see what it smells. It smells medical. It just smells like, I don't even know how to describe how it smells. Like something medical. It just smells weird. It looks like a kind of a clear, a little yellowish colored. There we go. Not much. And then just put it in your leg. As you saw in the first, I do shake sometimes. I don't shake all the time. And the evolution of this journey, it has changed. I get in like my head a little bit more now. Where at the beginning of this, I feel like I took it a lot quicker. And I think it was because I was so ready to start, you know. And now that I see myself, it's like, I don't know, I guess y'all was like, that eagerness was pushed me, you know what I'm saying? Where now I have to push myself a little. It's just a different experience in my head. At the beginning, I would do a little itty bitty wipe, as y'all saw. But now I've changed it into like kind of wiping everywhere. I don't know, I've gotten kind of clean about it. I just want to make sure everything's clean and good. I never know exactly where I'm going to stick. All right. I like to really make sure it's loosey-goosey. Because if you stick this damn thing in a tight muscle, it does not feel good. It's probably hurt 10 times out of the 120. We'll say it's 120. 10. So I think at 110 T-shots of not really hurting, I don't think I really can complain. I like to loosen it up. Like, I have to make sure I'm really loose. And if I feel even a little bit of tightness, I won't go. My doctor taught me this first day. That if you cough, it will kind of distract your mind. I've never taken this without coughing. It helps so much because it just kind of distracts your mind for a second. Because clearly doing this, this is a sharp object and you're putting it into your body. Your body is going to tell you not to do it. And it's very tricky what your mind does. So you have to kind of get yourself in a, you know, a calm state. Boop, boop, boop. Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you staring at me like that? Why are you nervous? I do it kind of slow. I don't like to force it in. And I kind of do that. I know it's weird. I like to make sure it goes in the right angle when I pull up. If not, I break capillaries and it will bleed. If you pull up very quickly like that, look, I barely bleed. And then that's it. I just pop a Band-Aid on it, and that's it. That's the weekly. It's very easy.
Figments are forthcoming when my name gently reads.
I'll take this the rest of my life, once a week as of right now. Maybe when I get older, it will lessen, maybe to a couple times a month. I felt like this episode was important just to show, for one side of things, someone who's never encountered a trans person and just wanted to see what the process is, to somebody who has taken either their first shot to maybe you've taken it for 10 years. I just wanted to show, even though you're doing what you know you're meant to be doing, and I know I'm meant to take this T and I'm on my right path, it's not always easy. I do battle sometimes. Sometimes it takes me up to 5 to 10 minutes just to get out of my head, and sometimes I feel like it's important to show the struggle, to show other people, hey, I'm human, and maybe you've been struggling with taking tea for a while, and you just need to see somebody else struggling. And I feel like that's very important, to just feel like we're not alone, that we all struggle and we all find a way through it, I have been gone for what seems like eternity. The last time that I spoke to you guys was right before Thanksgiving. I do have a reason where I've been. So I have 2 pups. And to talk about my evolution and not mention those guys would be kind of, I guess I would be leaving a big part out. Riggs, he is wild and rambunctious, a shelter puppy, and a little unstable at times, but we love him. And my buddy Slater, I've known him for 10 years. He's always been the rock of the family. If you've ever seen Homeward Bound, he's Shadow. He's telling on everybody and, keeping everybody straight and making sure whoever needs him most, he's kind of by their side. We noticed he'd been kind of acting a little strange, not quite himself, but he still had his appetite. There was still normal stuff, but he was just kind of acting a little funny. And we took him to the vet, and they told us just to hold off for 3 months. Something didn't seem quite right, but just we're going to put him some medication to fix his stomach, because he had some tummy issues, and they were like, just check back with us in February. And we took him back because he seemed a little weird. His breathing was getting weird, so we took him right back right before Thanksgiving, and they told us that they couldn't say if for sure that it was cancer, but from his x-ray they kept using the word severe, and they said that we could go down that route of finding, figuring out if it's cancer, and then if it's cancer we could take the whole chemo route, we could do all that. And so we just decided we're pretty sure it is cancer, and no matter what it is, we're going to just do whatever we can. He was fighting, he still had his appetite, he was still grooming the dogs, and he was still the rock, he was still strong, and he started really teaching me a lot about strength. As Christmas grew closer, actually the day of Christmas, we had to stop presents because he had a really bad spell. He was coughing a lot, and he acted like he couldn't walk right, and we just didn't know. If you never had a pet, you don't really understand what I'm talking about. But if you've had a dog, if you've had a pet, you get this, and how hard this is. And I've never really experienced cancer that close up before. It's hard enough when you know someone who has cancer, but when you're taking care of them, giving them CBD oil constantly to make sure they're okay, or giving them this and giving them that. We had 4 different tinctures we were giving him. We knew there wasn't a cure, but we were trying to do everything we could to help him. And it's been about a week, so I can talk about it. He just seemed like he couldn't breathe as well, and we just couldn't take seeing him like that anymore, so he went. And it's sad, you know. But it completely drained my creativity. I was taking care of him for the whole month. So I hope you guys understand. And it's weird because he was a part of my life for 10 years. He knew me when I had boobs, you know. He's very deeply missed. We're kind of trying to get over that. But on to good things. If you are still here after all this, then dang, you are a loyal, awesome, amazing, great supporter, and I appreciate you. The good news is I'm back, and next week I will be doing episode 7. So the next episode is the doctor's appointment, and it's the next step. That's how I started taking tea, so you can figure out what happened right out the gate. 2021 Lex, looking kind of a little bit more fresh. Can you tell I got some new gear from Christmas? Some good things to come. Thanks for the patience. Thanks for the love. Thanks for being here. That's it.
Speak with clarity, 'cause there's too much noise around us. Or maybe it's just me. There's treasure in the sea, yeah, but I'm just too dry to reach it.